Hi, and welcome back once again to the shop here at Wabash Ukulele Company and New Traditions Dulcimers. We've been in business since 1982, building instruments, building dulcimers, building guitars, flutes, banjos, ukuleles, and we have a great warranty. We always guarantee our instruments for a lifetime, but no one's ever taken advantage of that warranty because we've never had a failure until now. This is an ukulele that a customer Catherine owns, and the bridge came off. So I thought I would share the repair with y'all and let you see what happened here. So this is one of my favorites. This is number 245, and I love the rosette. It's finished in nitrocellulose. It's a tenor, Wabash Ukulele Company tenor, made in July. So it was quite a shock for me that this new of an instrument would lose its bridge, but it pulled off completely, and I was excited to get it back so I could investigate why this happened. This is the first one for us, so I'm always interested in to see how our instruments fail, which is I think just a mark of a luthier to know what went wrong. This is the bridge, and as you can see, there's a little bit of cedar left on the bridge right there. So the only thing that I can come up with is that there was a glue failure on this side of the bridge, this half of it. Excuse me, because there's not a whole lot of wood on this side. So the process of putting the bridge back on is really straightforward, and we'll get to that in just a sec. Of course, as anyone knows that's done any type of bridge work or any type of lutherie knows, clamps are essential. So what we will do is I'll go ahead and clean the back of this bridge off, and I'll put grooves into it to help the glue adhesion, which I usually do at manufacturing, and I'm not seeing any grooves cut in this bridge at this point. So perhaps that's the failure. But if you put some grooves in there with a file with a real strong rasp, that gives the glue something to hold on to. So I'll clean that. The ukulele, for the most part, looks good. I might run the file across the grain a couple times here to give a groove in that. But the most essential part are these clamps. These are bridge clamps, specifically made for this task, and you put them inside the sound hole, and then you can glue your bridge on. It usually takes 3. I might use 4 on this repair. And another thing that I did, there it is. Another thing I did is I'll be using a brand new bottle of glue. I don't want to risk, I mean, I love this instrument. I love seeing it again. A lot of good memories in building this instrument, but I want my customer to enjoy it. I don't want to see it back in the shop again. So I got a new bottle of glue. Of course, glue has a shelf date. I mean, it expires. The adhesion goes quickly. So this is, I'm not going to find it on here right now, but there is a use by date on all this stuff. I can't find it on here now, but so we'll use cawls on the bridge, new glue. I'll clean the bridge off. I'll groove the bridge and the soundboard of the ukulele, and we'll glue her back on. And the nice thing is the way this popped off, which really leads me to believe that it was just a bad glue job on my part. I know exactly where to put the bridge back on the soundboard, so there's not going to, I'll still use my template, but it'll be easy to find and easy to locate. So that's it. This is a Western red cedar top on mahogany with the offset radial rosette, which I love. So yeah, so I'll do some steps here and I'll get back to you later on in this video. Okay, so here's my thought process. I use this old rasp file, and I will go ahead and clean this off, and in doing so, what I'm doing is I'm putting grooves on this bridge, and that gives the glue a place to attach itself to. And like I said, I do this always in the building process, but I'm not seeing any grooves on this bridge, so it makes me wonder if that was a step that I skipped, probably because I was busy or something. I'm not proud of it, but you know, transparency is a good thing. We all make mistakes and we learn from them, hopefully. So I'm just kind of gnarling up the back of this bridge, putting as deep a grooves in it as I dare, and I don't mean super deep, just kind of scratching the bridge. And I'll show it to you in just a second here. And like I said, this is a step that I do during the build process because I want to have my bridges stay on. So I don't know if you can see the difference there or not, but it's roughed up and it's scratched. Then what I'll do as well is I'll go over this part of the soundboard just lightly. It's a horrible sound. But that does the same thing, so it gives the glue a place to adhere to. Then the next thing I'll do is I'll take my template, and I've got its hard shell case sitting right here. That's where I'm putting the ukulele. And I will make sure that the bridge is precisely set. Now I'm not going to be able to get this on video for you just because of my setup here, so I'll be back. Okay, so using my template, using this template, which shows me where my nut is and where my bridge saddle goes, I find the placement of the bridge again, then I use my tape and I tape off where the bridge is going to be attached to. Two things this does is it'll keep my glue in place, then when I want to clean it I'll just rip it off and everything will be great. But it gives me a positive place to attach to. I think I want to do a couple more little grooves in this. All right, so I'm ready to get my clamps set and ready to glue my bridge back on. All right, so my clamps are in place. I'm going to go ahead and open my fresh bottle of glue and begin the gluing procedure. A couple of things to have on hand here is some water and rags, because you're going to want to, with a wet rag, wipe away any glue that oozes out. And if there isn't any glue that oozes out, then you don't have enough glue. You want to see glue squeeze. So that's how the bridge is going to look on the bottom. So I'm ready to go for it. And this really isn't rocket science. It's just knowing how to do it and having the right tools to do it. I just place the bridge in that square of where the tape is. I take my long caul put that on the middle. There we go. Clamps are on. The bridge is within the parameters of the tape, which I determined with the template, so the bridge is in the correct place. Now I take the tape off. The bridge is in its correct position. There's a lot of really good glue squeeze all the way around the bridge. So now what you do, or what I do, take a towel, get it wet, and clean the glue. You can use anything that you want as a guide, piece of old wood, or this, I use a knife that's upside down so there's no cutting point to it. And that takes the glue right off. Takes it off quickly. You don't want to get too much water under the, too much water mixed with the glue. That will just lead to problems. The technical term for that is not good. There you have it. The glue squeeze is cleaned up. Then once the clamps are off, I will recheck the placement of the bridge, and I'm certain that it's going to be right on, and then I will give it another little burst of nitrocellulose lacquer over the top here, buff that out. And we'll be good to go, so I'll show you in the next video with the strings on how well this worked. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me on this repair, and Lord bless you guys.